Before I turned 20, I worked for the World Health Organization, and I was down in Mexico studying curanderos, studying folk healers. And one day, when I was going up to a place called Huautla to meet this particular curandera, the horse I was on, when we were riding at a full gallop, the saddle got loose, and the saddle went to the horse's belly, and my feet stayed in the stirrups. And so I was dragged hundreds of yards, they tell me, and I destroyed my face and broke my arm. But more importantly to this issue is they thought I was dead, but I wasn't dead. And then they thought I'd broken my neck, but I didn't break my neck. But I lost my identity from all the head bouncing up and down on the rocks. And for 24 hours, I had absolutely no identity. I didn't have any past. I was completely awake, and it was actually pretty cool. Even though my teeth were gone, it was exquisite. It was like complete beginner's mind. And slowly my identity came back, but I was never the same after that, because I always had this feeling like personal identity is so fluffy. It's so superficial. It's so much, in many ways, a prison. Though we think of the self as just in our bodies, it's an illusion. Or maybe, as Einstein called it, a delusion. So this kind of got me to thinking that we are all living a lie of the personal self that I was able to lose by accident, literally falling into it or out of it, and that the personal self we're taught in this modern culture is a delusion that's not only wrong, and science reaffirms it by saying, for example, the mind is just brain activity, which is 99% of scientists say that. So as a scientist, what I've been trying to do in this mindfulness world is to say, you know, seeing the self in the body or the mind in the brain is not only a limited view that's probably wrong, but it's destructive. Because then what you do is you say, well, I have this color skin or that color skin, or I'm this economic status or that nationality, that religion, this religion, whatever. And you lose track of the fact that the self is really the entire system, and that these bodies are just nodes in a system. And when we lose track of that, we treat Earth, for example, like a trash can. And so mindfulness for me is empowerment, just like you're saying, Mina, and it's a fundamental way of transforming, like you mentioned, identity, where you realize that the self is really a plural verb, not a singular noun.